I've started the recording of this lecture. So please join fast so that we'll continue our lecture. In the last lecture, we were discussing about simple future tense. Okay. So we'll continue that only. That part only we are going to continue in today's lecture. Okay. Let me share the screen. Okay. Is this screen visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Is this screen visible?
Yes, sir. Visible.
Yes. Your voice is not, I can't hear your voice properly. So I think my voice is clear to all of you. So we were discussing about the tenses. Okay, we from last 2 or 3 weeks we are conducting this CIP lectures and we are going speaking about the tenses in English. Okay, so there are three tenses, that is three main tenses: present tense, past tense, and future tense. Okay, so these three tenses are very important for if we want to speak, we want to communicate with people surrounding of us with a proper contact or proper communication skills. The very important part that we have studied uh, in the last month, that is parts of speech. We have discussed about that, we have learned that. And other part that is most important for speaking purpose is to know the sentence structures, is to know the tense in English. Okay, tenses in English, and that's why we have started this topic, that is tenses in English. Okay, so there are three tenses, that is present, past, and future tense. Also, these three tenses are having subtypes. Okay, these three tenses are having subtypes, that is simple tenses, continuous tenses or progressive tenses, third tense is perfect tenses, and the fourth one is perfect progressive tenses. So these are the four subtypes that we must know, we must understand for the speaking purpose. Okay. I think you all can see this slide very clearly. Okay, so I have shared this with you people. So in the simple tenses, we have discussed about the simple present tense and simple past tense. Okay, so what is the structure for simple present tense? It is subject plus V1, and we add yes or es suffix to the verb when there comes third person singular pronoun or third person singular subject. Okay, so subject plus V1 into bracket yes or es plus object plus complement. This is the structure for simple present tense. Then we saw that there are different rules for the addition of suffix, that is s or es. Okay, when to add s, when to add es suffix, that is dependent on the spelling or the ending words, ending alphabets which are present in the verb. Okay, so if there the word or verb is ending with double s, x, sh or ch, we should add es suffix to the verb. And examples also we have seen, that is pass, catch, fix, push. These are some of the examples. Then there comes y at the end of the verb. We are going to add ies suffix to the verb. Okay, and the example is fly. If we are going to use it after the third person singular, we have to add ies suffix, that is flies. Okay, and what is the exception for this rule? When there comes vowel before y or the ending word y, then there is the exception to this rule. We have to just add s suffix to that verb. Okay, and we are not going to add ies because there has come a vowel before y. Okay, ending word y. So these are the some of the rules that we have seen. Also we have discussed about the subject and which to be, to have, and to do forms we are going to use after that. Also we have seen that for present tense, what are the affirmative, what is the affirmative sentence, what is its negative, and how to form interrogative of the affirmative sentence. That also we have discussed. We have also discussed about we have carried out one of the exercises. Okay, we have completed that exercise. Then we discussed about the past tense. Okay, simple past tense. So simple past tense is nothing but the tense which denotes the action which has happened a moment before or a moment ago or a moment before now. Now is the present, and a moment before that comes under the past tense. Okay, and the moment that is after the now or present, it is called as the future. So this is the major difference that we have seen. Okay, so also we have seen the different examples related to that simple past tense, and also we have studied that what is the structure of the simple past tense. So sentence structure that is required for the simple past tense is subject plus V2, that is second form or the past form of the verb, plus object plus complement. So subject plus V2 plus object plus complement. This is the sentence structure that we use for the simple past tense. Also, we have seen that there are uh, regular verbs and irregular verbs. Regular verbs means the verbs having regularity in their form. Okay, means uh, if leave is the regular verb, it comes under the regular verb. How come? It is because when we are going to when we are going to use its second form, its or its past, we are going to add ed suffix to that verb. Okay, that is leave, leaved, leaved. Okay, speak, speaked, no, speak is not a regular type of verb, it is the irregular. In irregular verb there is no regularity in the three forms, that is take for example, if speak is the example of irregular verb, then its second form is speak, spoke, and its third is spoke, speak, spoke, spoken. Okay, speak, spoke, spoken. Also, we have seen the examples of irregular verbs, that is go, went, gone, catch, caught, caught. Okay, these are the examples of irregular verb. Then there comes the uh, subject and verb chart. We have discussed about it. Okay, so if the subject are pronouns, we are using pronouns as the subject, what form of to be, what form of to have, what form of to do we should use in front of these. Okay, so this is the simple past tense. Also, we have discussed about the affirmative, interrogative, and negative sentences in the simple past tense. We have carried out one of the exercises, we have completed it. Okay, also we were discussing about the simple future tense. So simple future tense is nothing but the tense which we use for referring the future time or for discussing about the future time. Okay, so the simple future tense refers to a time later than now. Later than now means what? Now is the present time. Okay, later to it will be the future, and past to it is the, or past means time before now, it comes under the past tense. Okay, so the simple future tense refers to a time later than now and expresses facts or certainty. So different facts and certainty are expressed with the help of simple future tense. Simple future tense is used to predict a future event. So for prediction of future event, simple future tense is used. Means if we are going to predict the future of the rainfall, that is, if I'm going to say that it will rain tomorrow. Okay, it will rain tomorrow. Means in this sentence, we have used a prediction. Okay, we are predicting something or predicting about the rainfall of the day after today, that is tomorrow. Okay, or if there are signs of rain on today itself, we can say that it will rain today. Means आज पाऊस येणार आहे किंवा येतोय असं वाटतंय. It will be or it will rain today. Okay, so for predicting future, okay, we are using the simple future tense with I or we to express a spontaneous decision. So with I and we for expressing the spontaneous decision. Okay, we are using simple future tense. Means if I'm going to pay a bill of hotel or a bill of restaurant, what I will do, I will say to my friend that I will pay for the dinner today. I will pay for the dinner today. म्हणजे मी आजचं बिल भरतो. So for spontaneous decision, it was a spontaneous decision because you are also having money, your friend may be also having money, but if you are paying for the bill, then you will say that I'll pay for the bill. Okay, if you are watching or if you are going to watch a movie in the theater, then if you have taken a decision to pay for the tickets by credit card, you will say that I will pay for the tickets by credit card. Sorry. What you will say? You will say that I will pay for the tickets by credit card. Okay. So for expressing the spontaneous decision, we are using the simple future tense. Then express willingness. For expressing willingness, also we use simple future tense. Okay. For example, I will do the washing up. Okay. I will do the washing up. What it means? की मी आज कपडे धुणार आहे किंवा मी आज स्वच्छता करणार आहे. So this is about the simple future tense. When we use this tense, it is used with I, we, you. Okay. With I in the interrogative form using shall. So when we are using, or we are using the interrogative sentences, okay, we are interrogating someone, then also we use the simple future tense. For example, what shall I tell the boss about this money? What shall I tell the boss about this money? So this, in this example, okay, we have used shall. Okay, what shall I tell the boss about this money? Before I, we have used shall as a verb. So for I and we, generally we use shall in front of these two pronouns. Okay, and remaining pronouns, in front of remaining pronouns, we use will as a helping verb. Okay, so this is the difference. Shall is only used after I and we. Okay, only for I and we use shall, and will is used for the remaining pronouns. Okay, so see the difference between these two. This is the difference. Okay. So yes, also with you to give orders. Okay, so when we use will is used when after you to give orders, means to give, for giving orders we use will after you. Okay, so for example, this is the example. See, you will do exactly as I say. You will do exactly as I say. म्हणजे तू मी जे म्हणतोय तेच करशील. ओके, सो after you we have used here will as the pronoun. Okay, you will do exactly as I say. So for expressing or for giving order, generally we use will after you. Okay, you will do this task today itself. You will give this test today itself. This is the order which is given by a person, that may be your teacher, your class teacher, or your proctor teacher. Okay, so this, the orders we use for ordering, for ordering purpose, or for giving orders, we use simple future tense after, or the verb of the simple future tense, that is shall or will. In front of I and we use shall, and remaining pronouns, okay, other than I and we pronouns, for other than I and we use will. Okay, so will is used for you, then he, she, it, and they. And I, shall is only used for the I and we. Okay, so this is the difference. The sentence structure that we have seen for the simple future tense is subject plus shall or will plus verb plus object. Okay, so this is the sentence structure. This is the sentence structure that you have written in your notebook. Also, I have given you note that the shall is used only for I and we. These are the two pronouns for which we use shall, and will is used for the remaining pronouns, that is you, he, she, it, and they. Okay, and it has exception, means some of the poets, okay, poets are writing their poetry. Poets have the habit to write the poetry, and for giving the poetic effect, they can use shall or will in front of he, she, it. Okay, so this is the fact. Also, we have seen the affirmative, negative, interrogative of the, no, we haven't yes, we were at the contractions, I think. Yes, we have reached up to the this slide, that is contractions. Okay, contractions means what? Contractions means making short. Okay, making short. What short form we have to use, that we have to say in this slide. Okay, so what are the contractions? Let's see the first, that is I will. Okay, I will. In the speaking language or for the speaking purpose, we will contract it as I'll. Also, we have to pronounce this I will as I will. Okay, so I will becomes I will. Okay, only we have to contract that word. Okay, and we have to write I, then dash, that is, or apostrophe, and double L. This is the contraction of I will. Then we will, its contraction is we apostrophe and double L. Okay, we apostrophe and double L, that is we will. Then there comes he will. So he apostrophe double L, he will. So for writing purpose or making the writing shorten, we use these contractions. Okay, so you will become you will. Okay, you apostrophe double L. He will, it becomes he apostrophe double L, that is he will. So this is the contractions and its chart. Okay, he will, she will, they will not, its contraction becomes won't. Okay, won't, WON apostrophe S. I will not study for today. I will not study for today. This is written as, or this we can pronounce as I won't study for today. I won't study for today. So will not becomes won't. And for the form it will, it is not shortened. Okay, it will is not shortened, it is written as it is. Okay, so these are the contractions that you will have to keep in mind. So please write it down in your notebook. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Write it down in your notebook. Please keep a notebook with you and write down whatever you feel important in this lecture. Okay. So this is simple future tense, and the contractions we are using for speaking purpose or for writing purpose also, we use these contractions. I will is equal to or dash, you have to write it down as a I will, I apostrophe double L, I will, we will, you will, he will, she will, it will is written as it is. Okay, it is not shortened. Okay, so this is exception only. Then will not, it becomes won't. Okay, I think you have written it down in your notebook. Okay, so I will proceed further. So let's see the second next part, that is affirmative, negative, interrogative, and interrogative negative of the simple future tense and its sentence. Okay, so if affirmative is I will see. Okay, if affirmative is I will see, its negative will become I will not see or I won't see. Okay, we have seen the contractions of the verbs. Okay, so I will see, its negative or its negative form will be I will not see or I won't see. Okay, its interrogative will be will I see. Okay, its interrogative will be will I see, and its interrogative negative will be won't I see. Okay, so these are the four types of sentences we can make out of simple future tense. Okay, so first is I will see, it is affirmative sentence. Its negative sentence is I won't see. Okay, I won't see. Its interrogative is will I see, and its negative interrogative is or interrogative negative is won't I see. So these are the four sentences we can make out of simple future tense. Okay, or we can use shall in front of I. Okay, we can use shall in
ए
front of
लवड्या अगं बस की.
I. Okay, so I shall see. If this is the affirmative, its negative will be I shall not see. Okay, or I shallen't see. Its interrogative will be shall I see? And its interrogative negative will be shalln't I see? Okay, so this is the simple future tense and its 4 sentences. Okay, then with the you, if you is the subject of the verb or subject of the sentence, then you will see. If this is the affirmative, its negative will be you won't see. Okay, you won't see. Its interrogative will be will you see? Means we have to just do will for making interrogative. Just write down the verb first. Okay, what is verb in this sentence? You will see. This is the affirmative. Okay, then its interrogative will become will you see? We have to put or we have to write will. We have to start a question with verb. Okay, so will you see? And after that there comes the subject, that is you, and the verb. Okay, so you will see. If this is the affirmative, its negative will be you won't see, and its interrogative will be will you see, and its interrogative negative will be won't you see. This is the sentence. Then speaking about the he, okay, he will see, affirmative. Its negative is he won't see. Okay, he will not see or he won't see. Then its interrogative is will he see, and its interrogative negative is won't he see. He will see तो बघेल, he won't see तो बघणार नाही, will he see तो बघेल का, and won't he see तो बघणार नाही का. These are the sentences we can make out of the one sentence, that is future tense. Okay, simple future tense. Then another pronoun we have to take is we will see or we shall. We can use shall for we. Okay, so we shall see or we will see. This is the affirmative. If this is the affirmative, its negative is we won't see, we will not see, or we shall not see. Okay, so shall and will. Shall is used only after I and we, and for other pronouns we use will. Okay, so this is the difference. Then for they we use will. Okay, so they will see. If this is the affirmative, its negative will be they won't see. Okay, they won't see, and its interrogative will be will they see. Okay, and its negative interrogative or interrogative negative will be won't they see. These are the 4 sentences we can form. There is a start remark. Okay, before that, after that chart. Okay, shall is dated, but it is still commonly used instead of will with the affirmative or interrogative forms of I and we in certain cases. So majority of us are using will after I and we, but shall is also used. Okay, still commonly shall is also no, will is commonly used, but shall is also used for the affirmative and interrogative forms of I and we. Okay, in certain cases means there are certain cases in which we are using shall for I and we. So this is the simple future tense and its chart of affirmative, negative, interrogative and interrogative, negative. Okay. So please write this chart in your notebook so that you will get the idea about this sentence structure of the simple future tense. Please write it down in your notebook. I am going to give you 2 minutes for that. Please write this chart in your notebook. Okay. I think you have written this chart in your notebook. So we will proceed then. The next that we are going to see is the exercise. Okay. So let's see the exercise on the simple future tense. Okay. Also, I have to remind you that we have in the last year we have completed in the last, I think before 2 months we were when you were in the second year second sem, we have conducted CIP lectures and we have completed the parts of speech. Okay, so this unit we have completed and we haven't conducted any test on that, so I'm going to plan a test on that part. Okay, so parts of speech. Okay, so we will conduct a test on the parts of speech either today or within I think either on today itself we will conduct that test so that it will be on your record. Okay, how much you are understanding my lectures, how much you are understanding the content that I deliver to you people. Okay, so we will conduct a test either today or within 1 or 2 days. Okay, so please be ready for that. Revise the parts of speech that I taught to you people. Okay, and after completion of this chapter, that is tenses, we are also conducting unit test on this. Okay, let's see the exercise on the simple future tense. Yes, the first sentence is you dash dash in bracket earn a lot of money in this job. You dash in bracket earn a lot of money in this job. So what will be the form of verb? We will use here will. Okay, you will earn a lot of money in this job. So they have given the answer itself below that. Okay, so you will earn a lot of money in this job. Then the next sentence is you dash in meet in bracket meet. You dash in bracket meet lots of interesting people tomorrow. So So here we will use you will. Okay, you will meet lots of interesting people tomorrow. You will meet lots of interesting people tomorrow. Then the next sentence is, third sentence is, you in bracket travel around the world next week. So this is the prediction. You in bracket travel around the world next week. This is not a present tense or past tense. This is the sentence that is of the future tense. Okay. So you will travel around the world next week. Okay. You will travel around the world next week. This is the third sentence. And the fourth sentence is, on Sunday at 8 o'clock, I in bracket meet my friend. So this is not a confirm that he will meet or he won't meet. Okay. On Sunday, he plans to meet his friend at 8 o'clock. Okay. He has planned, but this also comes under the future tense. On Sunday at 8 o'clock, I will meet my friend. Okay, I will meet my friend. Fifth sentence is, the English lesson dash in bracket start at 10:45. The English lesson will start at 10:45. Then the sixth one is, look at the clouds. It will rain in few minutes. So someone is looking at the clouds, or someone is looking at the sky, and he is predicting that it will rain in few minutes. After looking at the situation of the clouds, okay, after looking at the situation of clouds, someone is predicting that, look at the clouds, it will rain in few minutes. काही मिनिटातच पाऊस काय होईल तर सुरू होईल. ढगांकडे बघितलं की काही वेळातच पाऊस सुरू होईल असं वाटतंय. ओके, लुक ॲट द क्लाउड्स, इट विल रेन इन फ्यू मिनिट्स. Then seventh is, I dash in bracket go to Mumbai next week. So this is the plan in my mind. Okay, so we will use here, I will go to Mumbai next week. I will go. Then the eighth sentence is, I in bracket come even if it rains. जरी पाऊस पडत असेल तरी मी येईन. Okay. So for this we use here, I will come even if it rains. Okay. I will come even if it rains. Ninth sentence is, if you run fast, you catch the train. If you run fast, you catch the train. So what will be the form of come? What will be the form of catch we will use here? What form will be correct for this blank space? If you run fast, you will catch the train. तू जर जोरात पळत गेलास तर तू ट्रेन पकडू शकशील. ओके, यू विल कॅच, तुला पकडता येईल किंवा पकडू शकशील. The 10th sentence of exercise is I dash in bracket never forget what you have told me. I never forget what you have told me. So here in this example, I won't forget what you have told me. I won't forget what you have told me. This is the simple exercise that we have seen. Okay. So in the simple tenses, this is the chart. This is the important chart. Please write it down in your notebook. The simple tenses, subject, simple present, simple past, and simple future. If subjects are like pronouns, then what will be the verb for the simple present? What will be the verb for the simple past? What should be the verb for the simple future? Okay, that is written in this chart. Okay, so subject, if I is the subject, the simple present verb will be work. I work. If I is the subject, then we will use worked as a verb for the simple past. Worked. Only we have to add ed suffix. And for simple future, what we will do? We'll do is we will add shall or will. Okay, in front of that or before that verb. Okay, so I shall work. This is the simple future form of the tense. If the subject, if we is the subject, okay, we consider we as the subject, it's simple present, we work. Okay, it's simple past, we worked, ed suffix, and it's simple future, we shall work. Okay, then you, if you is the subject, then its simple present is work. You work. Simple past, you worked. Worked. Then simple future is you will work. You will work. Here we are using will. We are not using shall. Then for you plural, that is you singular, we have seen you singular, you plural. The simple present is you work. Simple past, you worked. And simple future, you will work. Then if he, she, it, these are the verbs, these are the subjects, then we will use he works. Here we are adding yes as a suffix for simple present. Why we are adding suffix? Because he, she, it, these are the third person singular subjects. Okay, he, she, and it, these three are the third person singular subjects, and for these three we are using, or we are adding yes as a suffix to the verb. Okay, so he works, she works, it works. These are the simple present tense we use for he, she, it. Then in the simple past, we just add ed suffix, that is he worked, she worked, it worked. Okay, so there is no change in these three forms, that is he worked, she worked, and it worked. And for simple future, we'll use he will work, she will work, and it will work. So these three we will use for simple future. And they, for they, the simple present is they work. We are not adding s or es suffix in the verb because they is the third person plural subject. Okay, so we just will use work, they work. Then in the simple past they worked, and in the simple future we will use they will work, means they come kartil. Okay, so this is the simple chart. Please write it down in your notebook. At the end of this lecture, I'm going to mark your presenting. So don't leave the meeting until the lecture ends. Okay. Please write this chart in your notebook. This is very important. It will decrease or it will shorten your efforts of study of these tenses. Okay. आहे की साधे एक तास आहे
ती ओत घेतली का ओत घेतली का ओत प्लेज प्लेज एक घ्यायची होती मी लागते वापरावं करतो मी
प्लीज म्हणजे काय
AICTचं पेज आहे ते नुसतं वाचून घ्यायचं आणि बरं डिस्प्ले खराब असते काय प्रॉब्लेम एक पेज एक दोन लाईन आहेत तर वाचून
मी वाचायचंय का
वाचायचं मुलांना पण मागवणार
ती कुठं काय बोलतच नाही
तुम्ही म्हणा तुम्ही
ह्याच्यात हे करायचं मला ह्याच्यात म्हणजे हे करता
दिसू दे रेकॉर्ड पाहिजे काय गरज नाही रेकॉर्ड
इन बिटवीन लेक्चर
इशू इशू काय म्हणा पोरगा मला तरी पण आता ॲज कंटिन्यू करा मी तुम्हाला पाठवतो ऑनलाईन
पाठवा. I suppose that you have written down this chart in your notebook. Okay. So here we have completed the simple tenses. Okay. Simple present, simple past, and simple future. This chart is very important. That will shorten your efforts of reading or study of all the tenses. Okay. All the simple tenses we have just given an extract of that three tenses, simple tenses, simple present, simple past, and simple future. Okay. almost we have more than half an hour, so we'll start with other tense. Okay, we'll start with the progressive tense after writing this chart. This chart is very important. You can write it in your notebook, and you can also stick it where you sit for the study. Okay, in front of your eyes, this chart will be, you can stick there. Okay, so that you will read it time to time. Okay,
कॅमेरा चालू ठेवत नाही
नाही ना, कॅमेरा नाहीच ना सर माझ्याकडे.
मोबाईल चला अरे एकच मिनिट तुमचं हे सांगा मला टाका म्हणजे टाका
नाही
टाका
का?
ते नुसतं तिथं डिस्प्ले करा आणि तुम्ही रीड करा एकदा मुलांना म्हणा तुम्ही पण रीड करा म्हणा माझ्याबरोबर एवढी असं आहे काय त्यामुळे शकतो हा एकच मिनिट
PC.in
करा
पाठवू.
बघा येईल तुम्हाला आहे ना ओपन
इथं नाही की सर मेल ओपन करावं. व्हॉट्सअपला वगैरे येते का? पाठवा,
व्हॉट्सअपला
व्हॉट्सअपला पाठवा.
लगेच करा
व्हॉट्सअप नंबर वेगळा आहे माझा, 9404 आहे का तो?
एकच मिनिट हा
9404267591 आहे. हा, करूया. Okay, so this is about the simple past tense that we have discussed. So okay, so dear students, some one of our staff, that is I think, I don't know his name. Yes, Inamdar sir has told me that the AICTE has given a format of integrity pledge. Okay, so this we have to read. Okay, this we have to read, and I will read, you will have to follow me. Okay, just 2 or 3 sentences are there, so you can see that. Okay, is it visible? This is integrity pledge for citizens. Okay, this is from, I think, central government. They have told us to read it loudly. Okay, so I'm going to read this first, then we will continue our lecture. Okay, so integrity pledge for citizens. So first I will read. I believe that corruption has been one of the major obstacles to economic, political, and social progress of our country. I believe that all stakeholders, such as government, citizens, and private sector, needs need to work together to eradicate corruption. I realize that every citizen should be vigilant and commit to highest standards of honesty and integrity at all times and support the fight against corruption. I therefore pledge to follow the probity and rule of law in all walks of life, to neither take nor offer bribe, to perform all tasks in an honest and transparent manner, to act in public interest, to lead by example. अरे दिसत नाही का? एक मिनिट शेअर करतो. शेअरिंग विसरलो. 1 minute. I think I haven't shared you this. Okay, integrity pledge. I'm going to share it with you. Let me first share the screen. Just a moment. Okay, so I have shared this with you people. Is it now visible? Okay. So this is the integrity pledge for citizens, government, central government. I think they have given this task to we people. Okay, so I will read first, then you will follow me. Okay. So I believe that corruption has been one of the major obstacles to economic, political, and social progress of our country. So read this sentence. Follow me. This take this take. Okay. So I believe that corruption has been one of the major obstacles to economic, political, and social progress of our country. I believe that all stakeholders, such as government, citizens, and private sector, need to work together to eradicate corruption. I realize that every citizen should be vigilant and commit to highest standards of honesty and integrity at all times and support the fight against corruption. I therefore pledge to follow probity and rule of law in all walks of life, to neither take nor offer bribe, to perform all tasks in an honest and transparent manner, to act in public interest, to lead by example, exhibiting integrity in personal behavior, and last, to report any incident of corruption to the appropriate agency. So this is the integrity pledge for citizens. Okay. In this integrity pledge for citizens. Okay. So what this is about, what you can think, what do you think about it? This is given to we people, okay, for the, we can say that for the idea of the corruption, okay, idea of the corruption, how much that is increasing day by day in our system, in our Indian system. Okay, so this is because we have to take pledge, we have to stay away from these uh, corruption. Okay, and that's why government has given it to we people. We have to just follow these manners in our life to avoid the corruption. Okay, so this is the integrity pledge for the citizens. I believe that corruption has been one of the major obstacles to economic, political, and social progress of our country. So corruption is the major obstacle. Obstacle म्हणजे काय तर अडथळा in economic, political and social progress. Economic, आर्थिक, political, राजकीय, social progress म्हणजे सामाजिक विकास. सामाजिक विकास ह्यामध्ये काय येतं तो अडथळा आहे. I believe that all stakeholders such as government, citizens and private sector need to work together to eradicate corruption. So मला असा विश्वास वाटतो की आपल्या देशात जे राष्ट्र आहे, सरकार आहे, आपल्या देशातले जे सिटीजन्स आहेत, नागरिक आहेत, प्रायव्हेट सेक्टर्स आहेत, ते एकत्रपणे किंवा एकत्र येऊन ते या गोष्टीसाठी एकत्र होऊन, एकजूट होऊन हे जे करप्शन आहे, जो भ्रष्टाचार आहे, तो काय करतील तर इरॅडिकेट म्हणजे काय तर मुळासकट उपटून काढणे किंवा काय म्हणतात त्याला पूर्णपणे नष्ट करणे असा त्याचा अर्थ आहे. The next, I realize that every citizen should be vigilant and commit to highest standards of honesty and integrity. So मला असं लक्षात येतंय की प्रत्येक किंवा मला असं वाटतं की प्रत्येक जो सिटीजन आहे, आपल्या देशाचा जो नागरिक आहे, तो काय आहे तर विजिलंट आहे, तो काय आहे तर कर्तव्यदक्ष आहे अँड कमिट टू हायेस्ट स्टँडर्ड्स ऑफ ऑनेस्टी अँड इंटिग्रिटी. आणि तो कमिटेड आहे, तो कमिटेड आहे कशासाठी तर ऑनेस्टी आणि इंटिग्रिटीसाठी. ऑनेस्टी म्हणजे थोडक्यात विश्वासूपणा आणि इंटिग्रिटी म्हणजे या देशाच्या एकतेला कुठलेही बाधा न आणता. ओके, ॲट ऑल टाइम्स अँड सपोर्ट द फाईट अगेन्स्ट करप्शन. आणि तो आपल्या करप्शनची जी फाईट आहे तो काय करेल, त्याला सपोर्ट करेल. आणि मग अँड आय देअरफॉर प्लीज, त्यामुळे मी शपथ घेतो की टू फॉलो प्रोबेटी अँड रूल ऑफ लॉ इन वॉक्स ऑफ लाईफ. म्हणजे मी काय करेन तर रूल्स जे आहेत ह्या समाजात वावरण्याचे ते फॉलो करेन. टू नायदर टेक नॉर ऑफर ब्राईब, कधीही लाच घेणार नाही किंवा देणार नाही. टू परफॉर्म ऑल टास्क इन अन ऑनेस्ट अँड ट्रान्सपरंट मॅनर, मी काय करेन जे माझे जे कामं आहेत ती काय करेन ऑनेस्टली पार पाडेन. ट्रान्सपरंट म्हणजे कुठल्याही त्यात भ्रष्टाचार न करता पार पाडेल. टू ऍक्ट इन पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट मीन्स लोकहितासाठी काम करेन. टू लीड बाय एक्झाम्पल एक्झिबिटिंग इंटिग्रिटी इन पर्सनल बिहेवियर. म्हणजे स्वतःच जे उदाहरण आहे ते काय करेन मी तर एक स्वतःच उदाहरण सेट करेन किंवा निर्माण करेन. स्वतःला असा माणूस घडवेन की मी ते लोकांनी एक उदाहरण म्हणून माझ्याकडे पाहिलं पाहिजे. टू रिपोर्ट एनी इन्सिडेंट ऑफ करप्शन टू द अप्रोप्रिएट एजन्सी. मी काय करेन, एखाद्यानं करप्शन किंवा ब्राईब मागितली तर मी काय करेन तर तो जो इन्सिडेंट आहे तो काय करेन तर रिपोर्ट करेन. तो कुठेतरी मी हायर अथॉरिटीला सांगेन. ओके, सो दिस इज द प्लीज government has announced for we people. Okay, so we have taken this pledge. Let's move towards our lecture. Now stop sharing. Okay, so the simple future tense we were discussing about, and for the progressive tenses we are starting with the present progressive tense. Okay, so this is the progressive tense. What is the progressive tense? What is it, what it means? Progressive tense means what? Continuous. The actions are going continuous. They are continuous and they hasn't or they haven't completed. Okay, they haven't completed, they are in the progress. That is why they are called as progressive or continuous. Okay, so present progressive tense means the progressive tense or continuous tense in present form. Okay, so present progressive tense is used for an ongoing action in the present, usually with time expressions such as now, at the moment, right now. Okay, so present progressive tense is used when it is used for the ongoing action in the present, usually with time expressions. म्हणजे जी घटना आहे ती जर चालू आहे, आता या वर्तमान काळात एखादी घटना जी चालू स्थितीत आहे, सुरू आहे, ती संपलेली नाही, एंड झालेली नाही, ती चालू आहे, ती सुरू आहे. ओके, आय एम कंडक्टिंग दिस लेक्चर. हे लेक्चर मी काय करतोय तर चालू केलेलं आहे किंवा मी ते लेक्चर घेत आहे. ओके, दिस इज द कंटिन्युअस प्रोसेस अँड दिस इज ऑल्सो ऑनगोइंग प्रोसेस. ही प्रोसेस चालू आहे, ती अजून संपलेली नाही. ओके, सो फॉर ऑनगोइंग ऍक्शन इन प्रेझेंट युजली विथ टाइम एक्सप्रेशन्स. आणि टाइम एक्सप्रेशन्स कुठले असतात यात तर नाउ, ऍट द मोमेंट, राईट नाउ. दीज आर द टाइम एक्सप्रेशन्स we use for the progressive tense, that is present progressive tense, or the continuous tense, continuous present tense. Okay, let's see it with example. The example is, the first example is, we are discussing the project at the moment. We are discussing the project at the moment. So this is the ongoing action. This action hasn't stopped. This is not the action which has happened in the past or will happen in the future. Okay, this is ongoing action in the present form. Okay, at the stage of moment, this action is going on. This hasn't stopped. So that is why this is the present progressive tense or continuous present tense sentence. Are discussing, were discussing, these are the indicators, okay, of the continuous action. We are discussing the project at the moment. आपण सध्या आत्ताच्या मोमेंट मध्ये काय करतो आहोत तर या प्रोजेक्ट वर डिस्कशन करतोय. ओके, वी आर डिस्कसिंग द प्रोजेक्ट ॲट द मोमेंट, या मोमेंटला आपण डिस्कशन करतोय. ओके, आर डिस्कसिंग, दिस इज द इंडिकेटर ऑफ द simple present tense are, and ing form to the verb, that is discuss plus ing, discussing. The second example is John is baking a cake. John is baking a cake. Here is baking is the verb, is the continuous present verb we have used in this example. John is baking a cake. John काय करत आहे तर केक बेक करत आहे. ओके, सो is baking, is plus VING, am is are plus VING. This is the sentence structure, or the verb we will use in the present progressive tense or continuous present tense. They are painting the fence. They are painting the fence. Here in this example, are painting is the verb used for showing the action which is in progress or which is the continuous action. It hasn't stopped. It is ongoing action. Okay. So that's why these are called as the examples of present progressive tense. Then the fourth example is we are learning tenses. We are learning tenses. So in this example, we are learning. This is the ongoing process. आपण काय करतोय? शिकत आहे, tense शिकतो आहे. Okay. This haven't completed. This process haven't completed yet. And that's why this is the ongoing process or progressive process. It is in the progression. Okay. This process hasn't stopped. We are learning tenses. We are learning it from last 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. And we haven't stopped yet. Okay. So we are learning tenses. This is the present progressive tense. Okay, so where it is used, where the present progressive tense, where it can be used, that we will see.
काय मला काय माहिती कुठल्याच डिपार्टमेंटमध्ये प्रोजेक्ट आहे.
So present progressive tense is used to describe a plan or arrangement in the near future. Okay, so for describing a plan or arrangement in the near future means future time that is not far. Okay, in the near future म्हणजे थोडक्यात काही आपण गोष्टी करणार आहे असं म्हणतो. ओके, मग त्या आपण काय करतो, आपल्या त्या मनात असतात की ह्या केल्या पाहिजेत वगैरे, त्याला नियर फ्युचर म्हणतात. ओके, नियर फ्युचर. The thing like I'm going to, or I will watch the movie tonight. This is the near future. Okay, I will be a prime minister. This is long future. Okay, we haven't know how much time it will take. I will be a prime minister. This is the distant future आहे, खूप लांबचं future आहे. I will watch a movie tonight. This is what? This is near future. Okay, so to describe a plan or arrangement in the near future, usually with time expressions such as tonight, tomorrow, this week, this Monday. Okay, so the time expressions which we are using for present progressive tense or continuous present tense are tonight, okay, tomorrow, this week, this Monday. These are the time expressions we use for present progressive tense. Okay, so to describe a plan or arrangement in the near future, usually with time expressions such as tonight, tomorrow, this week, or this Monday, we make use of present progressive tense or continuous present tense. Examples are: I am leaving for Mumbai this evening. I am leaving for Mumbai this evening. मी मुंबईला जायसाठी निघणार आहे. कधी? इव्हिनिंगला, संध्याकाळी. मी संध्याकाळी मुंबईला जाण्यासाठी निघणार आहे. ओके, आय एम लिव्हिंग. सो फॉर डिस्क्राइबिंग द नियर फ्युचर, ओके, आज मी मुंबईला निघणार आहे. ओके, संध्याकाळी किंवा दुपारी. फॉर expressing this near future, we make use of continuous present tense or present progressive tense. We are going to learn articles. So in this is the near future, okay, we are going to learn articles. आम्ही आता आर्टिकल्स शिकणार आहोत. We are going to learn. We are going to learn articles. This is the near future. They are spending this vacation in Pune. They are spending this vacation in Pune. ते ही जी सुट्टी आहे, may it be summer vacation or winter vacation, okay, they are spending this vacation in Pune. ते ही सुट्टी आहे ती कुठं व्यतीत करणार आहेत, तर पुण्यामध्ये. ओके, they are spending. Then fourth sentence is she is going to study in America. This is also the near future. She is going to study in America. ती अमेरिकेला काय करणार आहे? स्टडी करणार आहे किंवा अभ्यासाला जाणार आहे. ओके, शी इज गोइंग टू स्टडी इन अमेरिका. So this is also the sentences of the present progressive tense or continuous present tense. It's almost 11:50, so I will mark your attendance so that it will be for your presenting. Okay, let me mark attendance, then we will stop here. Okay, 59 participants have joined in this meeting. So let me mark attendance, then I will tell you to leave this class. Okay, don't leave before that. You can message your roll numbers in chat box also, but let me mark your attendance also. Parallelly, you will chat your roll number in chat box. Okay, so I have marked your attendance. So today we have done with the simple tenses, that is simple present, simple past, and simple future. Okay, so also we have uh, started with the continuous present tense or continuous or present progressive tense. Okay, also we have uh, seen that in which condition or when we are using this present progressive tense. So that much from this lecture. Okay, so we will see the next part of this tense in the next lecture. Okay, so you can leave this meeting and join to your another lecture. Thank you for joining this meeting. Shall I end this meeting from my side? Yes. Has anybody left for commenting your roll number in the chat box? If anybody has left to comment, please comment your roll number in the chat box. I'm going to end this meeting here. Okay, so I will end this meeting here. Thank you for joining this meeting. We will see the other part in next lecture.